everybody. This is a continuation of the lesson that we began last week. You saw how to play a game. We're going to have to play it one more time so that we understand how to play it. But we are also going to do some practice in our notebooks. So everybody has a notebook out. You're going to write add, round, and compare at the top. Okay, once you have this down, we're going to do a simplified version of this game before we get into the real game. This game is designed to help you practice your adding and your rounding. Since we're playing a simplified version of it, what I mean by that is instead of using a 3-digit number, we're going to start with a 2-digit number, so that way you're ready to play the game. So if I don't see this separated. So if we get a 10 or a wild card, we'll just take it out. Okay. Backing this off a little bit. My card is a 3 and a 4. So I can arrange it however I want, a 3 or 4. I'll do 43. So I'm going to write that down as my first number. And then my second number, I have a 0. Oh, that's way too easy. I'm gonna just take that out of there. Now we got a wild card. And a 10. And a wild card.
And a 10.
And a 4. Let's do 14. Okay. Everybody should be able to add this up because there is no regrouping. So everybody write this down, get it added, and you should be finished within 20 seconds. Chop, chop. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Okay, now, so for those of you who, when I said, get your notebook out, write this on the top, some of you didn't do that. And so now we're waiting for you. It shouldn't take you 20 seconds to write 4 numbers and then add them, especially when we don't have to do any regrouping. Yes, sir. What? Thank you. We're told, which you at home should know, it is 57. That's the adding column. Now we need to round these. Since we have only to the nearest, or we only have 10s, we're going to round it to the nearest 10. So remember, we could use I'm just going to walk right to the back of the room. I'll be right back. Ethan, you're on the wrong page. Now you're on the right page. Don't go on the wrong page. So if we're rounding, where is 43 on this? Yes, Phoenix. It's in between 40 and 45. So it rounds only to these bottom numbers. What does it round to? 40. Write that down. Shouldn't take you more than 5 seconds. That's 5 seconds. Now we have the number 14. Where does 14 fall on one of these things? Okay, Phoenix. In between the 10 and the 15. So in other words, it's really close here, but it still falls back to the 10. Write that down. That shouldn't take you more than 5 seconds. Now add that. That shouldn't take you more than 5 seconds.
Maybe 2.
Okay, why do you think we do rounding? Why are we practicing rounding? Why would we need to know how to do rounding? Luke?
We're going to have it on the test?
Well, that's a good reason. You're going to have it on the test. But there's more than that. Millie?
For an estimate?
So we have an estimate. Do we ever round anything in real life?
Probably.
All the time. So you need to know how to round accurately because this is a life skill. This isn't just because the teacher said you have to. You need to know how to round. Okay, well, we can see that rounding is easier than adding this, although they were both easy. So then, the last part is comparing. You have to compare them by subtracting. Which number goes on the top?
7.
Thank you, 57. What number goes on the bottom? 50. Do your subtracting. We have 7 minus 0 is what? 5 minus 5 is what? There you go. That didn't take long, did it? So now we're going to round through it again. Or we're going to run through it again. This time we're going to do 3 cards. So here's my 3 cards. And I can pick any number I really want to. Okay, so do I want to do this?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I want to do this.
No.
Maybe I want to do this.
No.
I think I want to do that one.
You want to make it
934 is the number I wrote down, so everybody write that down. Okay, you should be done. Okay. Oh, we don't need that one. Here's our next numbers.
Oh my.
Yeah, just like that.
Yes.
Okay, so now we have to add those together. Oh boy, this is going to be a little bit more difficult, but not too bad. So I'm going to give you 20 seconds to add this. Okay, you have 10 seconds left. Okay, so that's been 20 seconds. Okay, so Ethan, you're on the wrong page again. Okay, so what is 4 plus 2, Ethan? What is 3 plus 5? 8. Actually, it's 30 plus 50, but 3 plus 5 is easier to think about. What is 9 plus 5? Okay, it's technically 1,400. But we say 9 plus 5 is 14 because it's easier to think about. Now we have to round them. Okay. I can use this to help me round. I am rounding to the nearest 100 now. That means I'm looking at my 100s and my 10s. I need to find 93 on here. 93 is way over here. So I know I'm going to be working with those. Did you see how I put this? I made them into hundreds instead of tens. So I can see that it rounds to a 90. 900. Now I'm looking at these 2 numbers. I have to find 50. Ooh, here's 55. Which way does it go? Which way does it go? We're at 55. Which way does it go?
60.
I heard somebody say 50 and I heard somebody say 60. Who can explain it? Phoenix.
5 goes up.
5 goes up. Or in other words, I had talked with a student about this once. If we arrange our numbers, our 10 numbers from 40 to 49, this is a 44. 5, 45 is in the next group going up. So 5 goes up. So what does it round to? Doesn't it sound strange? It rounds to 600. And it looks kind of strange because 552, that seems so much smaller. But is 552 closer to 500 or closer to 600?
Yeah.
Well, my goodness, that one looks much easier to add.
Oh, wait.
9 plus 6, or in other words, 900 plus 600.
1,500.
What do I do for this compare column? Yes, sir.
1,500 on top, or 1,486.
Oh my, now we've got some regrouping to do.
Aw, man.
Okay. So some of you know how to do the standard algorithm, but some of us don't. So let's work this out as an expanded form. 1,000 plus 500 plus, oh, in subtraction it's weird to see pluses, so let's not put them in there. Okay, we don't have anything in the tens. We don't have anything in the ones. 1,486. We have to regroup. Look at this. We have to regroup all the way to here. We have to take 100 out. So when we take 100 away from 500, it turns into 400. We're going to add our 100. See how this is a 100 now? But we still have to get some over, so we're going to regroup this into tens. We're going to take one of the tens away. And now we can do our subtracting. What is 10 minus 6? 4. What is 90 minus 80? 10. What's 400 minus 400? What's 1,000 minus 1,000? So what's our answer? 14. And we can check that. We can check that. We're at 1,486. And we want to get to 1,500. Well, if we're at 1,086, we want to get to the next decade, or in other words, the next 10. So 6 plus 4 is going to take us to 1,490 plus 10 more is going to take us to 1,500. We put these together and we get 14. Okay, there are two ways to play the game when we actually play it, because your score comes from the comparing column. Some of you may want to see whoever wins the round with the lowest difference. Or another, why do I say the lowest difference? What's a difference?
Subtraction.
It is subtraction, but what does difference mean? We'll talk about this a lot more next week. Anybody know what difference means? Yes, ma'am.
As much as there are in between them.
Okay, the space in between them. The space, the difference between 50 and 57 is 7 spaces, the distance between them. We'll talk about it a lot more, but I just want to keep putting these words out there so you hear them. So some people will want to say, okay, well, we're going to compare, and then the difference is 7. Some of you may want to do a running total, and whoever has the smallest running total. What do I mean by a running total?
No.
It means I would use this number and I'd add it to this number, and then you'd have one more round and I'd add it to that number. That's what a running total is. We do that in snakes sometimes. Bet you never knew that's what it was called. When you come back, we're going to play this game, and then we will have a workbook page. So I have to pause you because we have Fayed. And just like that, we're back. For you, it was only a moment in time. For us, it was quite a while. Okay, so we had left off where I pulled this sheet out from last week where we had played a game. And just to review how we play the game, see, here's round 1, round 2, round 3. Round 3 isn't finished. Oh my goodness, what did I do with the cards? Here's a deck. This will work. And when you play this game, you don't want the 10s in. You don't want the wild cards in. And you want to make certain that you mix your numbers. And here's my first 3 cards to make a number. Oh, that's not going to be very fun.
That is going to be cool.
Okay, so let's see. Akaya and David, what should I make? And what kind of number should I make? They don't care. Okay, well, how about how we have it down? 433. Okay, now I need cards for the bottom row. Nope, this is demonstration. Good question. Someone had asked if they were supposed to write it down. And here's the last number. Let's see. I'm going to take it just the way it's written. Or did you say something? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. Yes.
Aren't you supposed to use the same numbers and just rearrange them like you did in phase 2?
You see this? We get a new set of numbers for, you get 3 cards for this row and 3 cards for that row. Good question.
But you have the same numbers. You just rearranged them.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this was, remember this, that's why I'm reviewing this game. Just like on here. We do this first, then we do this, then we do that. So we would have to add this. 3 plus 1 is what, everyone?
4.
Oh my goodness, only one person knew.
No, I knew it. I didn't want
3 10s plus 2 10s is what, everyone? 5 10s. 4 hundreds plus 6 hundreds is what? 10 100s. Okay, so there's our number. We have to do some rounding. 433. So looking at this, 43. Where is 43 on here? 43 is right about here. We can see that it is closer to 400. Why did I add a 0 to each of these numbers? Thank you, because we're rounding to the nearest hundreds. What about this one? 621. 621. So we're going to look at 62. That's going to be about here. Goes closer to 600. Oh my goodness, look how easy that is to add. Oh, how easy is that? Okay. Now we have to take this sum and that sum. Which one goes on the top? Yes, ma'am.
1,054 minus 1,000.
Oh, hey, this is the easy type of subtracting. No regrouping involved. Okay, so 54 minus 4 minus 0.
Equals 50.
5 minus 0. Nobody even knows. 0 minus 0. 1 minus 1. I almost said 1 minus 0. Okay, so we have a difference of 54. Now we have to add these 3 things. Notice that you have space on top, you have space on the sides. You can have scrap paper in case you have to do something with regrouping, like this one. So I need to add 29 plus 33 plus 54. Okay, so looking at my 3 numbers, we can combine these 2 and then add that, or we can combine these 2 and add that. It's your choice, but remember, you can only add 2 numbers at one time. So let's see. How about this? We have the 7 plus 9. 7 plus 9 is what? Yes, ma'am.
16.
Okay. 16 carry the 10. Looking at this, oh, we have a 5 and we have a 5, which is 10 plus another 1. We have 116 would be my score from the game. Whoever was playing against me would have their own paper and they would have their own score. And to see who won, whoever has the lowest, this is, even though it's a sum, it's actually a difference because we're looking at these as the differences. Whoever has the lowest total from the comparing columns, the last column, the right side, that's the person who wins. Are there any questions on how to play this game? Okay, people at home, this is where I'm leaving off. You're going to play this game online, and we'll show you the answers to the workbook page next time. See ya.
Bye.